This update could crack a 70-year-old cold case. Back in December of 1958, the entire Martin family disappeared. The family consisted of Kenneth, his wife Barbara, their oldest daughter Barbara, or Barbie, Virginia, their middle daughter, and their youngest daughter, Susan. And on December 7th of 1958, they embarked from their home in Oregon to go to the Columbia River Gorge. This was so that way they could gather greenery to make Christmas decorations, something that they had done several times before. But this time, the family never made it home. Now, in January of 1959, a gun had been recovered near Cascade Locks. Initially, authorities let the man who found the gun keep it. However, the gun looked like it was used to beat someone or something, but the weapon was never definitively linked to their case. 6 months later, in May of 1959, the bodies of young Virginia and Susan were found by a fisherman. One medical examiner thought that potentially one of them had a gunshot wound, but another said that it was just normal decomposition. But still, with the two youngest daughters found, what then happened to Kenneth, Barbara, and Barbie? Well, there were also tire tracks found of their car going into the river, and a bit of white paint from the car that was successfully matched to that make, model, and year. Now, initially, a lot of people speculated that the Martins' disappearance was malicious, and that their one and only oldest and estranged son, Donald, was behind this. But that was never proven, and the bodies of Kenneth, Barbara, and Barbie have still not been found. Or maybe they have. This is Archer Mayo, who has been heavily involved in this case since 2018. He's a very skilled diver, and based off of where the bodies of Virginia and Susan popped up, he was able to estimate where the Martin family car was. And he even made multiple models like this one using rice, because there were so many other factors to track, like different floods that had happened in the river and what the currents have been like over the years. So with all of those factors in mind, he was pushing the rice back and forth and finally kind of figured out where the Martin family car was, how far deep it was down, and how much sediment was most likely on top of it. And after years of searching, he finally found it. This is him touching the tire, and this car is 99.9% a match for the Martins family car, 50 plus feet deep. Now, we do not currently know if the bodies of Kenneth and Barbara and Barbie are in that vehicle, but they very well could be, and the Martin mystery might finally be solved.